Alright, y'all. Wanted to do a quick Tuesday, Transformer Tuesday, Tuesday Newsday segment, something new we're going to try out here. Had a few images come up today, some better looks at some stuff we've kind of seen floating around there for a while. So just thought I would pop in here real fast and go over these. So we have this 2-pack here. I can't remember, this is a Mountain something or another 2-pack. Anyhow, these are repaints of Dinobot and Tarantulas. They've been doing this whole line. They've released the Primal and Megatron, which I'm actually interested in. That looks really good. The Pterosaur looks good. The Rat Trap's got a few little things on it. What was the other? I don't think there was a Cheetor. Was there? Maybe there was a Cheetor. I can't remember. This is like the third or fourth package of these that they have. So just going to go through this real quick. So we've got our Tarantulas and we've got our Dinobot here. And Tarantulas, I'm not sure that they did a ton on him. They did on Dinobot, but we'll take a look at that real fast. The only thing that I can see as far as looking different on Tarantulas versus the other, let me go back a slide here, is the on his legs, you can see there's some molding that was actually always in here that was just never painted. And that's the biggest difference I can see, aside from there's a little bit of like dry brushing on top. So there's probably a few little paint hits on there, and it looks like it's going to be more yellow rather than the goldy plastic that they use for Tarantulas here. So that part of the release, you know, I'm not so sure about, but for Dinobot, he's looking pretty great, and he gets a lot of these details in him that we didn't have before. Let's go back a couple images. So his dino chest, we get those nice painting marks on here, which aren't molded in. That's all going to be painted on. We get the molding detailing here that's on his legs. It's going to be painted in gold now, and as well as his knees. So that looks really good, as well as getting the crest and all gold, which this guy has an amazing face sculpt. Not much else you could do to make that as good as it already is, except for adding a few details. The sword is still going to be purple like it was before, which is just weird when it's in Dino mode, but we do get the red interior of the spinning weapon. That's going to be painted, so that's going to be good. So it looks good. Dinobot especially looks really good. Not sure of the price on this. This was what, 30 back in the day. Tarantulas was 20, so that's 50. I bet this is going to be around that $70 mark because of the new pricing we get, because of the inflation world we live in, and because of the extra paint details that are going in here. Man, this guy has always been very tight on the hips. So we have that. Next we have on the list, and this is something I'm actually really excited about, and I'm considering getting. This is what are they calling this guy? The Missing Link line. And this is our G1 Optimus Prime from back in the day, except he actually has hands that transform in, and we get elbow bends, we get shoulder bends, shoulders up, back, all the way around. We get some wrist rotation, we get the knee bends, and with actually movement out towards the side, and I think some ankle tilt as well. And so this guy looks great. I mean, there's the iconic post from the movie. He's going to come with the trailer and with roller and the repair bay. I'm wondering if the decos inside of here, if they are all going to be painted on, or if that's stickers or whatever. But this looks really great. I'm pretty excited about this. He comes with the Energon axe. There's the repair bay. Again, here you can see all of his accessories. The little fuel pump and the cable and all, as well as the missiles, roller that you assemble. Did you have to assemble roller back in the day originally? I don't know. My cousin had this. I never actually had G1 Prime back in the day, and I've never bought one. Just haven't done it. So, I mean, this guy's looking pretty great. There he is, looking just like the image from the old pamphlets that came with the Transformers did. Looks fantastic. I'm really interested in this. He looks great. He has a matrix in his chest, which is nice. Here it's showing him with the blue eyes, but here it has him in the yellow. So this actually, yeah, I think that, yeah. So we get two different decos with this guy. So this is going to be the original deco, the original toy deco, versus we get a animation deco. So that's why he has the blue eyes. We notice that the feet here don't have the painting on it, like on the original one does. It would have the tail lights and all molded in. So that's going to be closer to the animation model, but you can see his legs can't splare out. We can see that he does get some ankle tilt, which is very, very nice. And I'm really interested in this guy. Now, I'm not sure what the price on this guy is going to be. Pardon me. But it's we might be looking at, I think one thing I saw was maybe 120 for the full set, maybe 70 or so for the single just animation release one. The animated color one is just going to be just the bot by itself, whereas the Toy Deco one, he is going to come with the trailer and all the accessories. So two different price points, $70 to $120, something like that from what I understand. We got an Optimus Prime reissue back in 2019, I believe. It was a retro reissue for Walmart exclusively. I think it was like $50, which I thought was really, really pricey for back then. So if you compare this for 70-ish maybe to that, so $20 more, and you get all this articulation. Oh, this is really nice. It's very, very tempted to make this as a purchase. I'm interested if they're going to use the die-cast in it. It does look like there's die-cast here in the legs. I'm not sure about that, and I'm not sure how much die-cast we'll get. So I'm interested to see final thoughts and see what the details are going to be on that as far as the composition of the figure. Because if it's die-cast, then I might be all in on it, because this looks phenomenal. Other than that stuff, we've already seen, but we have some better images of. So we have, see, I done forgot Rumble Red, Frenzy Blue, or whatever they call them. Anyhow, we're going to get a redeco of Soundwave's tapes, Rumble and Frenzy. So no surprise there. Knowing the exosuit, I just brought this up because when this was announced at SDCC, I was like, whatever, nothing special. But I think it's interesting that you can take the bot off and have this little like drone almost, and then it can have it. You can have it by itself. So that's interesting. It makes me wonder what they're going to do with this in the future. Like how could this be implemented in something else? So I think that's a pretty cool concept. That's why I wanted to throw that in there. Other than that, some better images of Ratchet here. We knew this was coming. We got an Ironhide. We're going to get a Ratchet. I'm probably in the minority who I don't really like this figure, mainly because of all of this. This is all clear plastic, and the way it has to tab into here is really, really hard on my copy, and actually the 3 copies I've handled, it was really hard to tab in. I feel like you're going to break it. The back doesn't tab in well. I mean, it looks great in bot mode. Van mode looks okay, but with the hinges here, it kind of throws it off, and you can already see even on this that the paint matching is just kind of off. It's I honestly don't know if I get. The only reason I have the Ironhide of this actually is because I got them on sale for like $20, and rather than full price. So I'm not one to pass up a deal. Some better images of our Snarl, which this guy looks adorable. Like, I love this little guy. Kind of wishing I was still in on the Dinobots, and this may just be a purchase, maybe for my son. Then with some better images of Bombshell, whose bot mode again looks great. Super blocky in the back. That's about like it's going to be, about like the toy was anyway, I guess. I think he probably wears it better than Shrapnel did, but I've already got this guy pre-ordered. So he's going to stay in robot mode. I think he looks pretty good. It does look like his guns are a little bit different than the ones on Shrapnel were. So that's pretty cool to see. Then some better images of Long Arm. Again, truck looks kind of squat to me. Maybe she'll look better in hand than the stock images here do. I don't know. I ended up really liking that Minerva or Elita mold pretty well. It's actually a pretty fun little mold. I have the Minerva and liked it way more than I thought it was. Good figure, really good figure. But this one, I'm not connected to this series and don't really know if I'll pick this one up. And then I had one more slide. I'm going to have to go all the way to the back because it got it out of order here. So, and then lastly, some more images of the Bludgeon here, which the more I see this guy, the more I'm wanting him because he just looks awesome. He looks really, really, really good. Maybe it's just the sword. I don't know. This deco. I'm not a fan of the alt mode deco. I think the Tarn wears it better. But man, he sure does look good in this bot mode. So just wanted to jump on here real fast, y'all. Say hey. and go through a couple of news things. Geek King, yeah, the 2-pack. Yeah, there's a bunch of those 2-packs. Let me fix Infinity here for y'all because y'all are catching everything. If I can fix it here. Ooh, that's my nose. I know I keep saying it. I'm still learning things about Streamlabs. I really hope that G1 Prime, the missing link, does have the diecast in it. That's going to be a make or break for me whether I actually pick that release up or not. It's just going to really depend on if I'm going to spend the $70 on that to get something that doesn't have diecast in it, versus if it does, then it's going to be a hard sell for me not to get that one. And I don't know if I'd want to go with the toy deco or the animation one. I really don't. I kind of want to go with the toy deco, but I kind of don't want to spend the extra money on that. So, but I don't have a G1 Prime, so that might be one that I have to pick up. Anyhow, y'all, again, trying to do more of these new segments, and Tuesday seems to be when things are dropping, so it works out. So, Tuesday Newsday, maybe we make this a thing. Pardon the quality. It's grainy here. Still working on the camera, and I see there's a little bit of latency here, little motion here, so I got to get some better equipment. But hey, I'm working on it. Thinking about starting a Patreon. Let me know what you guys think about that, just so I can have something to invest in this channel to help it grow better, to make better content, to make better things for you guys who always stop by and check out my segments, check out my shorts, and check out my reviews. As always, appreciate you watching. Come back next week. Hopefully we'll have another new Tuesday Newsday. Happy hunting.